Look who's back. Guess who's back?
It's your favorite dads, here to make you laugh. Sorry we took a few months off, but as you can see,
Got a new setup going on here.
is this thing on?
It's on. I can hear you.
Okay.
It's funny you say that. Before we get into our topic today, I use that trick on my kids. Like, for example, I'll say, hey, kids, clean your room. And it'll be like crickets, right? Kids, clean up the dog poop. Crickets. And all of a sudden, I find myself going, is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Hello?
Did they respond to that?
Yeah, they don't respond to it.
Nice.
Apparently, they unplug my microphone as soon as I get home every day.
They kind of tune you out.
Yeah. The second half of the show, we'll have a special guest on talking about kids and how honest they are. So
Kids are pretty honest.
yeah. Yep. So what's been going on, man?
Just crazy kid stories that we'll get into.
Let's talk about kids and their notes they leave us. What do you think about that? Do your kids leave you a lot of notes?
My daughters are 11 and 13 now, but a few years ago when they were like 8 and 10, I found like journals, and I read them. I was like, okay, this doesn't say don't read, so I'm gonna read it.
Of course.
And turns out it wasn't a journal. It was like music. Like they're writing songs, and there's like verses and talking about like feelings and like deep emotions. I'm like, dude, you guys are like 8 and 10. What the hell are you guys writing about? Like, you guys should be playing video games or writing about like candy and I don't know.
Writing about candy.
Yeah, or eating candy, I guess.
Is that for those of you that might not know this? Justin wrote about candy a lot when he was young.
I was a big kid.
Tell me about one of these stories about candy.
I wrote about Snickers. You're stupid. No, but it's just trippy, they're just writing, like I'll read them and it's like, there's like 3 verses like, oh, my feelings are so deep for you and oh, I'm so into you. I'm like, you're 8. Who the fuck are you writing about? You're fucking 8 years old. Like what?
Sorry, Mom.
What deep feelings? Yeah. My mom taught me how to cuss. Just kidding, Mom. That's about all the notes they do. And then, at home at their rooms, they have on their door, like, girls only. Sierra, do you want to, like, watch TV or hang out?
Read the sign, you fool.
Or knock before entering. I'm like, knock before entering? Like, motherfucker, I pay the rent, like. Well, now I just pay a third of it. I don't live there anymore.
That's for another episode coming up.
We'll get into that later. But what's funny though about notes is kid notes. We found in Andrew, who's in 2nd grade last year. So 1st grade, we come home one day and we open his backpack and we find a love note, first love note. And
wait, 1st grade?
1st grade.
Holy moly!
Yeah, and it's a note. It says to Andrew from, and there's like 3 question marks. I mean, it's a 1st grader, so they look like question marks, and then it says, I love you so much. I want to kiss you. Meet me by the wall ball court.
Wall ball is pretty big out here
After school,
on the West Coast.
The elementary school is literally like one wall, but it's like right in the middle of everything. So
for those of you on the East Coast, you might be familiar with the wall that the smokers go on the other side of. I hear it's a wall ball.
Yeah. Do we have viewers on the East Coast already?
I'm hoping, and now they hate us.
Yeah. So. That one viewer.
Yeah.
Please don't get mad at us.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. But so it was crazy. Like, it's like meet me after school at the wall ball court. It was kind of cute, but I was like, my now ex at the time, she was like kind of mad. Like, who is this Breezy? Or she said something like that. I was like, I don't know. And I'm thinking like, yeah, my son's going to be a pimp.
Total pimp.
Ooh, Drew's got a girlfriend.
Drew, do you even know what this means?
I think I feel the way Justin Bieber does.
The way Justin Bieber does.
1st grade, I think. Well, still, the only thing my kids know about love is like, I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad.
Yeah.
That's it,
Do your kids say, I love you, Dad?
Well, it's funny you say that.
They did in 1st grade.
They did in 1st grade. Because then they follow that up with the note on the door that says, I'm never coming out of my room, ever.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm kind of like, Well, looks like the whole college thing's gonna be easy. I don't have to pay for that anymore. This is awesome.
Homeschooled.
Homeschooled. And no parents allowed. It's usually no dads allowed, which is cool. That's why we have enough time to come sit on the couch.
Yeah, we can't go in our kids' rooms.
Right.
Come here and hang out.
Yeah. I think one of the best notes that I ever got from the kid, my oldest, was going through the holidays, and you see them opening these gifts and everything, and you're kind of like, all right, let's pause for a moment. Like, I'm trying to give the good old dad moment. Like, it's not just about the gifts. And I told both my boys, before you guys go any further, I want you guys to write a paragraph on what it means to have the Christmas spirit in you. And they're like, oh,
That's pretty deep.
Yeah. What do you mean? And I'm like, well, it's about giving and it's about helping, and I want a paragraph that explains what the Christmas spirit means to you.
Yeah, from your take.
Right.
Tell me what you feel.
My youngest sits down and he's got the pencil and he's thinking about it, and it's he's writing stuff down, and then about 45 seconds later, my oldest goes, done, and he hands me the note. You know what it said? This little shithead.
What?
A paragraph by Cooper.
He wrote a paragraph?
I told him, to his defense, I said, I want a paragraph about the Christmas spirit. He just wrote a paragraph.
That's when you get like really mad and then realize, like, dude, my kid's smarter than me already.
Totally. Oh, man. And I mean, what do you do? Like, Katie and I kind of looked at each other. We're like, he's got a point. I
don't know what you do now to punish him, Like, back in the day when I smoked, I used to, like, burn cigarette butts on my kids. Just kidding. That was a joke. All the moms just hit cancel.
Well, I mean, maybe you could follow my lead. I just write notes back like, I hate you too.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So on my girls' door, girls only, I could just cross out only and write like suck, like girls suck. But that's not good parenting.
No,
either. God,
but it's funny though.
Yeah,
it is funny.
It's funny. I'm not a good parent at all.
Remember, stay tuned. We have a special guest coming up here after this short break.
And we'll be talking about
kids and their honesty.
If they tell the truth, sometimes it hurts. But
sometimes it hurts, and sometimes they can't help but tell the truth.
You'll hear about that in a second.
What is that?
Ice cream.
Where did you get that?
From the freezer.
Were you supposed to do that? No, you weren't. Who eats ice cream for breakfast?
Me.
No, nobody does. Henry, that's not okay.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. We have our first guest on our new episode of Dads and a Couch. Everybody, Tito Hamzy.
Yeah, there's this thing I do in the microphone whenever I'm testing my mic. I go, you just gotta love her.
You just gotta love her. And now that we have those microphones tested, hey, so this is the first time we're bringing another dad onto the show.
Wow.
Somebody checking it out.
Welcome to the show.
A reluctant dad. Yeah.
What do you call our show?
I call it Couch Daddies, bro, because this is where we bang. This couch has seen a lot of action because I know that you guys, the original Couch Daddies, have really taken this couch for a ride.
Oh, a lot of action, like filming.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And now I'm here, and I'm just going to lick it all up. Like, lick up all the action. Yes.
We wanted to talk kids and honesty. And you have a couple kids. You have 2 young daughters.
Mm-hmm. Both lying... Are you allowed to say on Couch Daddies?
Sure,
Yeah,
why not?
yeah,
I mean, we're not regulated by any rules up in here. Tell us what are some things that you find with your kids and their honesty?
Let me first say this, that I would die for my children, but I don't think they would do the same for me.
No.
No, let me say
honestly, no.
Let me say no. My children are awesome. Good sense of humor. My children have been like very, very honest for the most part. The 3.5-year-old Layla, she is like brutally honest. Like, she'll tell us stuff that like we don't even need. So she doesn't even have to tell us that she's doing. But the other day, I'm working in the backyard doing some yard work, and next thing I know, she's on the other side of the fence, and I was like, how the heck How'd you go to the other side of
like
the fence?
in the neighbor's yard?
In the neighbor's yard. Yeah, in the neighbor's yard. And I was like, what? And then the neighbor walks out and she's like, yeah. She said that your wife said that she can come over. I was like, what? And so I went and checked, and she never had said a single thing. She left my supervision, my awesome supervision. She went around, knocked on the door, and was like, "Can I play with Lily, the neighbor's daughter?" And then she's like, "Is your mom okay with it?" She's like, "Yeah, my mom's okay with it." And she just walked into the house, walked into the backyard, and started
boy.
playing.
Oh, boy.
It's like, oh my gosh! Luckily, the neighbors are super nice.
And what was
awesome.
Layla's excuse for this? When you confronted her on it? What did she
said,
say?
I wanted to go play.
Yeah, I want to go play.
I just wanted to
She
go
was
play.
being honest.
Yeah.
She was being honest. I want to go play.
Yeah.
Man, so kids, it's like they'll do things that are wrong, and then when you confront them on them when they're young, I love it because they have to be so honest.
Dude, they're so honest. Like my daughter, she went through a little bit of a phase of where she was biting my other daughter, who's like a baby, and then it's like, I'm just sitting with them. All of a sudden, she just starts screaming. The little baby. I think she was like 6 months at the time, and I'm like, what happened? What is going on? And then she looks at me. She's like, I bit her. I bit her. Like as if it was just a normal thing. Like, oh, I just bit her.
I bit her.
I almost drew blood, but I bit her, and that's just how it is. And
That's
I was
good.
like, holy
Because if
moly.
she didn't fess up to that, I mean,
You're like, oh my
you
God.
you and
she,
Jessica for like probably 24 hours would have been like, "What is wrong with you, baby?
Yeah.
What is wrong with
Did
you?"
she eat something? Is it poison?
Yeah.
Is it a bug bite? Nope. Yeah, because when they're young, like 3.5, they'll tell the truth. But at a certain age, they start lying.
Oh,
they
yeah.
learn
Like
to
my-
lie.
They
Yeah,
learn
like
to lie.
when Andrew was like 6, so the girls would have been like 8 and 10. We were just talking, and I was so yeah, we should go here to eat dinner. What do you guys feel like?
Oh, how about Panera Bread? Because that's kind of healthy.
Okay, maybe. Lex, any ideas?
I think we should have Panda Express because I like their low-calorie chicken, but with no rice.
Ooh, no rice. Okay. All right, 2 good ideas. How about we compromise? I'm feeling like Burger King. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
No, Dad, you're fat.
And the girls are older, so they're not really in the truth mode. So they're like, Andrew, you can't call Dad fat.
He's not fat. He's just hungry all the time. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm freaking.
They're-
I went on after that. I went on a diet for like 1 meal. I think if you're a dad, you're a liar. You have to be like, oh, you're so cute. Like, goddamn. Like, is that, like when they're babies, right? Like, damn, is that egghead gonna go away? Like, oh my God.
What about last thing? How do you feel about though? Like when the siblings, the dad's trying to get down to the bottom of it. Can the sibling tell the truth and basically snitch on their brother or sister? What's the feeling on that?
I don't know, man. I feel like you and your siblings have to have a bond.
Thank you.
A bond. You
And
need to take
my
care of each other.
kids do not. They hate each other. They literally hate each
I
other.
feel like that's an age thing though,
Yeah.
because like my little brother and sister, they'll also. There was a point when they would like just start telling on each other for everything. But it's like you got to tell them like, hey guys, why are you telling on each other? Stop telling on each other. Don't tell on each other. You just have to like emphasize.
Right.
But if it's something like big, like someone's eye got stabbed out. It's like, oh, then that's something you tell on. But don't tell on them when they like ate a cookie. Like, who cares?
Did you have an eye that got stabbed out when you were younger?
I don't know.
Well,
Like
back
they found dad's porn. It's like, who cares? You just let them enjoy it a little bit, and then they can get back.
wait, like a magazine? You still have magazines?
You know, dad's porn phone.
He has 2 phones, one for work, one for porn.
My wife started doing. She had this thing. We started like, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, like a bean jar.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like every time they do something good, you put a bean
Yeah,
in, and every
yeah.
time they do something bad, or like they don't listen to you, you take a bean out.
Yep.
And it's like so manipulative.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I'm gonna go take a bean. Like, no, don't do it. And then my daughter is like, my wife was like, yeah, if we fill it up, we'll get you like a prize, something fun. And she's like, will you cook the beans for me? It's like that's
her prize.
Yeah, she's like,
Damn.
will my prize be you cook the beans for me?
No, when my kids fight, like I just like everyone go to your room and read a book until I tell you to stop, and they hate it, dude. Like 45 minutes later, Dad, we still have to read, and I had forgotten I had made them read, and I'll play it off. I'm like, no, keep reading, and I'm like, oh damn, they've been reading.
And then you
for
hear
45.
like, Dad's been looking at his porn phone the whole time.
Yeah, and then I'll wait like a minute, like, okay, time's up. Like, shit, they were reading for 45 fucking minutes. Like, god damn.
Well, to get Tito's magic jar of beans for your kids, right into the show.
Copyright that shit.
Copyright it.
MagicBeans.com.
Thank you, Tito, for joining us today. We appreciate it.
You know what? I just want to say one thing before I leave.
Here we go.
Thank you
yeah.
guys. Thank you guys so much for having me. What an honor to be here with the two original couch daddies.
Dad's on a couch.
themselves. Dad's in a couch. Dad's on a couch.
Don't Google
I just
Dad's on the
feel
couch.
really honored to be here. And I just want
you.
to say thank you, Mitchell. Thank you, Justin.
Well, it's an honor to have you, Tito. Like, you're
yes.
kind of a big deal, too. You're actually
thank
more
you.
of a big deal than the couch daddy. So
Yeah.
Couch daddies.
thank you for being on our show.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, it's a blessing. Bless up.
Did you just have a dadgasm?
Bless up.
Nice. All right. Until
Hey,
next
I'm-
time, everybody.
I'm copyrighting that dadgasm.
Dadgasm. We're out.
Dadgasm.com.
Peace out.